So I don't know where your boy likes to go, but yeah, man, these are actually two I would call solid performers here in DNA. You got JayGrunt and you got your boy JT. Both of these guys easily top 8 candidates have both made it. Now I'm kind of getting the face off a little earlier than you would think, but this is a little bit of a smaller bracket, but even so, I know JayGrunt, I cannot remember if it was like a top 3 placing the last time we saw him here. I believe it was, and then your boy JT has run into James a couple times in the last few weeks, and you'll kind of know how that happens, or what happens when it happens.
Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that.
There's just only so much you could do. But in any case, still back here and looking to get some more games in. And we'll see if the Wario's it, dude. I don't think I've seen your boy play anyone else, but again, I can vouch that the Wario is pretty solid enough.
And that's really that's really all you need to be in some matchups, or at least some levels and interactions. Like Greninja, despite all the dash backing that Greninja does because it's so good, he still has to kind of eventually start scrapping with you. Like the poking only does so much, especially when you give Wario enough time to store up waft and store up charge to be even more dangerous. But that down tilt will do it. Okay, no sparks, not needed.
I kind of think that was survivable, but maybe it almost looked like your boy wasn't positive which way to DI, and then maybe just held the direction a little too long, but does return the favor just a couple moments after.
Okay, these neutral guys are starting to get caught. Will he do it again? Yes, he does.
And it kind of worked that time.
Yeah, it gets him away. It's one frame to punish. Oh, I like that option. That was like you're basically convinced that JayGrunt is going to be waiting for your neutral get up. So why not try to take him off tempo? Not that it gained him too much safety in that regard. Already 100. Wow, okay, Greninja F-Smash is so fast.
Yeah, dude, I mean, I think Greninja is, we were talking about this the last time Greninja, probably the last time JayGrunt was on here, is like a really pretty solid character. One of those characters that requires quite a bit of control and you know, calculation for, which is probably why you don't see as much in this era where we've been playing more online than off, but Jay's definitely been making the character work, and you get to see a lot of cool stuff. Very Sheik-esque in well, past forms of Sheik-esque, since I almost forget Sheik's in the game sometimes, but like kind of has similar things going on basically. The drag down up airs and the up smash that can kill, and just overall just quick.
Yeah, it's such a tricky slot that Greninja fills in, because he's not quite Falco, but he's not quite Sheik. He's not quite ZSS. Like there's a character between them all that works, and it certainly does work when everything fires on all cylinders. But like of course, there's a little bit of a struggle to it. You often spend a lot of the time giving up space because you're trying to get the room to put out dash attacks. And if your opponent has a good pressure game, then getting out of shield can be equally difficult. But the more respect your opponent gives you, the more room that Greninja has just to kind of run you over. Which is why JayGrunt is so enticing to watch, because he uses that idea to its full extent, and oftentimes just plays passive-aggressively. I'm going to use a camera here. He'll run up to you and do nothing. He'll just stand there and wait. Right out of your range, but he'll wait. And then try to, like, oh, you jump. Every time I come near you, you jump. So I'll, like, try to meet you in the air, or I'll jump at you and really try to startle you and freak you out. But a lot of the times, he doesn't end up hitting more buttons than he needs to. Like, he'll poke you with shurikens for a while and then see what you do about it in order to get his big punishes, which is really cool. It's just really cool to see a heavy attack playstyle be converted into a more whiff punish focused game plan in a game where whiffing is really strong.
Yeah, man. Actually, when you're a character that's quick enough to actually really do something about it is nice.
Yeah, that's certainly fair. Certainly a Greninja privilege.
Kinda, yeah. If you have a frame data character, it's totally reasonable that most of your game plan, or a lot of your game plan rather, is sort of baiting your opponents into stuff or trying to condition them to do things. Because at that point, you do anything you need to take advantage. I think Greninja is definitely that type of character, but it does look like your boy off to a much better start this game than the last one. Yep.
Significantly so, and he got the bike swallow to speed up the WAF timer. So he's feeling pretty good. JayGrunt probably only looking at a one-stock game if any of these combos are anything to show for it. A quick 28 on his part. Wow, they went back air for back air, but luckily Wario's hurt box extends before the hitbox does, so Greninja's usually going to win an interaction like that. Wow, okay. JT is really just turned on a different gear.
Yeah.
It's like, I just need to stop like respecting your space and get in there, throw my big active aerials around and see what you do about my pressure, which JayGrunt's still looking for answers.
Yeah, and kind of a different... Honestly, it looks like JayGrunt's game plan may be a little bit different, too. I don't know. It looks like maybe just a little bit different. Not as much of that sort of baiting anything out. It looks like a lot more pokes coming out from Jay. Oh! Well. Okay.
He follows it back up
Sure.
with a nice read, but that's a...
Nice.
Stocks do be flying around every now and again.
I mean, dude, JayGrunt really needed that. I mean, he's still a full stock behind here and got a little bit of ground to cover, to say the least, but very, very doable with this character. And now doesn't really have to worry about wafts because that's going to be offline for a bit, but I don't even know if YaBoiJT's even going to need that at this rate.
It's looking like this could be closed up in a matter of moments, but I mean, JayGrunt got some of these loops on deck. Oh. Wow, okay, that was such an incredible string, only to get stuffed out by Wario's falling up air, which it's unfortunate to lose so much momentum like that, but you have to die.
God.
You have to perish on ledge.
That is crazy that killed him. Was he getting up? Like, how'd that happen?
No, I think that just hit ledge. I mean,
That must have been like perfect timing. Let me.
Let's take a look.
That looked ridiculous. Look, I feel like he literally timed it up. Like it just.
It did.
Did he? I don't know, but nice job. Nice job on your boy there. I'm gonna play that one more time because I don't know if he dropped back or if the timing just ended up being that perfect. No, dude, I think it was just the timing ended up being that perfect. That is something. Well, all right. So game 3, second one of the day.
I mean, what a better way to go about it. You had two stocks, so this is going to be certainly high flying, and perhaps the player's going to play a little bit more careful, because despite JayGrunt usually doing a pretty good job of conditioning with Shuriken, when you fall into a quick deficit, it can be tricky to kind of play a little bit back. Oh wow, that unfortunate dash attack whiff gets. He got punished for 45 because he was just misspaced. That's kind of unfortunate, but it's the game we play. Like you got to be careful around Wario and his pretty devious punish game.
All right, there we go. So now we're starting to see JayGrunt take a little bit more of the control back here. Yeah, it was kind of throwing out a lot of aerials, had your boy a little bit frazzled on how to move forward, and then somehow translates into his stock. So that's going to be a huge boon in the way of JayGrunt.
I'm surprised how many of these command grabs keep trapping JayGrunt, especially for a character as mobile as Greninja is. But I mean, good on your boy for picking his spots well, but trying to hunt down this frog is no easy feat. The bike is throwing the bike upwards as much as he is, and traps like that certainly help. Just cover more space. Stop Greninja from jumping.
I'm
trial
surprised.
number 1.
I'm surprised that didn't actually work. In any case, I mean, I don't know, man. Have you ever tried to just like chase a frog and grab it?
It's hard.
Like, yeah, it's
hard. It's a difficult thing. I like it though. It's the way you kind of have to play in some volatile matchups, and Wario no stranger to volatility. So you get your openings when they come, and try desperately not to get hit by Waft. Though we won't be seeing the Waft until at least stock 2 for JayGrunt, or from JT, because he's not trying to waste it at a 118.
No, man, this is where you really got to fight the urge and just sort of dig and figure out how to take the stock. I mean, that being said, now you're down 2 stocks. Was the bike, I guess, just
Bike
not
was,
available? Yeah.
It was destroyed, so
Yeah.
it was in the cooldown. I think it's like 10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean,
5
now
seconds, something like that.
now you definitely got to save the swafts, because the best you could hope for is some kind of stray hit that kills like nowish, and then some sort of string that leads into a waft and evens the game. But hearts are really feel too excited about that being like your win condition. But once again, that was gonna be the Chomp beaten out by Get Up Attack.
Its get up attack's invulnerable, so you can just fight right through a lot of shenanigans. Finally getting an F tilt. Like, it's a rough spot to try and kill from F tilt at center stage, but hey, it works. And now one good nair could really open up this can of worms, but that's assuming that JayGrunt lets it happen at all. A little bit too late. He got the down tilt, but missed. I guess he didn't think it would hit. Wasn't confident. That's confident, though.
Yeah, dude, that was looking pretty good there. So that was going to be JayGrunt moving on up in the bracket. I believe that was going to put him in probably top 32 range based on the bracket size. I'm not actually looking at the bracket, but I would imagine so. And
yes, I think.
yeah, JayGrunt, solid performer at these DNAs. Local New Jersey native, got the grunt crew putting in the work, man. Right on.
Good. Ninja's drag downs are like probably a little bit more of the trickier drag downs in the game, because the hits are like a little bit farther apart than normal up airs. But hey, when you're playing as much as JayGrunt does, which I don't believe I've ever seen him play a character that isn't Greninja.
I don't think so either. I don't even know if he played Pyramithra that week when everybody was playing Pyramithra, you know?
You know what, let's find out. Let's
I guess I'm a little curious too. I want to say definitely not, but you know,
I mean,
there might be someone in there.
So he's got 696 games as Greninja. His next closest is Dark Samus with 50.
Oh, dude, you know what? I have seen that Dark Samus before.
Oh,
I
privileged.